Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Some of you may notice I'm in a bit of a different, well, not different aspect ratio, but like screen's zoomed out a bit wider. Uh, Basically, long story short, I've been adjusting camera angle, lighting in the room so much, trying to make it so that either I'm not blinding you with this side of my face or you guys just can't see this side of my face. So, uh, just give me. Okay, yeah, that looks better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing uh rankings revamped part 7 of Devil Fruits. Uh, okay, now the camera's diagonal. What am I supposed to do about this? So that's what I do about it. I just make it. Uh, you know what? Whatever. This is part 7 of Devil Fruit rankings. Uh Last time I believe the last fruit I went over was the kilo fruit, but in terms of like ranking numbers, I accidentally skipped over it, so I had to go back to it. So the last one we covered kind of was number 111, the glug glug fruit, which was alcohol manipulation. And this time, before we get into it, I would just like to say this video is detrimented by Genshin Impact. Not sponsored, detrimented. Now, that is not to slander Genshin Impact per se. It's simply that any of you in tune with Genshin Impact might have heard Snezhnaya came out, I think Wednesday of this week. So, yeah, I have been kind of just grinding through Genshin Impact, and it has made my schedule hell, and it has also made me forget to do these videos, which is why I'm recording this on Saturday rather than when I said I'd usually be doing these on Friday. All things considered, uh, I've just been obsessed with it because it's been really fun lately, and they added a bunch of new mechanics that I've been trying out and story quests that I really like. But regardless of that, Genshin Impact isn't paying me any money, so I don't know if you already have Genshin Impact, maybe take this as a reason to get back into it. If you don't, then well, I'm not being paid, so I'm not going to say you shouldn't, but if you don't already have it, maybe don't get it. Anyway, this is a video about Devil Fruits, not Genshin Impact. So, uh, the oh yeah, one more thing. I'm going to be changing around the video release schedule in this coming weeks and just maybe permanently. I think I'm just gonna start doing, for one thing, for this week. This video is coming out Saturday. Warframe video will not be coming until Sunday. And then the rest of the week, I will be posting the remaining videos that I'm gonna do for the Seven Deadly Sins idea that I had, where it's like I go through Fullmetal Alchemist, Seven Deadly Sins, and Helliverse to see which of them does like the best, worst, and truest interpretation of a given sin. Uh, the Wrath video went out on Wednesday, so if you're interested, take a look at that. But regardless, let's actually get into Devil Fruits now. Next, the one that we're gonna start this video with is number 110, the elephant fruit. Simple, self-explanatory, lets you turn into an elephant or an elephant-human hybrid. Easy. It got a 7 out of 10 in combat, 6 out of 10 in utility, 8 out of 10 in potential, and a 7 out of 10 in detriments, for a total 28 out of 40 total score. Next up, we have This placement for this fruit may be a bit controversial, but once I explain what it does, you guys might be a bit more on my side. It is the dark fruit. Now, the dark fruit is a Logia, but it is a unique Logia because usually what a Logia does is it allows you to create, manipulate, and turn into a substance. The dark fruit allows you to create and manipulate darkness. However, it does not allow you to transform into darkness. However, it has been shown to be in some way. For one thing, the darkness that it creates can nullify devil fruit powers, and including Logia intangibility, as well as, for some reason, the darkness functions like gravity, which I am not enough of a science guy to understand how that works. But regardless, it's considerably powerful and somehow seems to have ties with a character who, through some means, has the ability to use the powers of multiple devil fruits, which is very strong considering most of the time only one person can have one devil fruit power, and yeah. So anyway, it got a 7 out of 10 in combat, 8 out of 10 in utility, 7 out of 10 in potential, and a 6 out of 10 in detriments, because there is no Logia intangibility. But yeah, that's another 28 out of 40. Next up, we have number 108, the Rosamigale Gravugelli fruit. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but it's I'm not totally sure if it's in universe or like based on an actual mythological or historical thing, but basically it's just a giant ass spider. Uh I don't entirely know all the details, but the user of the fruit does seem to be able to excrete like uh like an aerosolized gas kind of that makes people have hallucinations. Uh, this fruit got an 8 out of 10 in combat, 6 out of 10 in utility, 4 out of 10 in potential, and a 10 out of 10 in detriments. But yeah, simplified, it's a giant prehistoric spider. Next up, number 107, we have a fruit whose placement may also be a bit controversial. We have the Quake fruit. Now, the Quake fruit is irrefutably a powerhouse. It basically grants the user the ability to generate quakes in any substance: the air, the ground, the water, the whatever you can think of. It can quake. It can quake your head. It can quake your bones. It can quake this root beer bottle. Then I stress it has water in it. I'm fine. I gotta take a breather real. Alright, that's a lesson to you kids. Don't drink with bad posture. I'm talking about water. Anyway, the Quake Fruit got a 10 out of 10 in combat, 6 out of 10 in utility, 7 out of 10 in potential, and a 5 out of 10 in detriments, because why did I put a 5 out of 10 in detriments? That's kind of BS. And you know what? Whatever. Forget about it. Uh, Next up, we have number 106, the Cerberus fruit. This is one of the more recently revealed devil fruits, and it's simply put, it allows the user to transform into a Cerberus or Cerberus human hybrid. What does a Cerberus human hybrid look like? I don't know. Maybe it's someone with maybe it's a human body with three dog heads. Maybe it's a dog body with three human heads. I don't know. In the anime, the fruit is used by a sword, like the. Actually, maybe I should have pointed that out with the elephant. The elephant is also a devil fruit used by a sword. But regardless, this thing got an 8 out of 10 in combat, 6 in utility, 7 in. Stop it. You got a 7 in potential and a 7 in detriments, and that makes for another 28 out of 40 total score. Total score. Some weird sound is happening. Anyway, number 105 is the spider fruit. I'll close the door real quick. Okay, for all I know, someone just dropped a bomb on my town, but you know what? That's not gonna stop me from getting this video out. So, next up, we got number 105, which is the spider fruit. Now, the spider fruit is much like the Rosa McGill Grava Jelly, with the exception that you are just a regular spider, as opposed to just being a giant prehistoric spider. Uh, Spider Fruit got a 8 out of 10 in combat, 8 out of 10 in utility, 5 out of 10 in potential, and a 7 out of 10 in detriments for another 28 out of 50 total score. Or, when I say 50, I should say 40. There's a ton of mistakes in this list. I should really have gone over this list thoroughly for all the mistakes. But doesn't matter. 28 out of 40 total score. Yeah, it's a Zoan. Whatever. All right. Next up, we have number 104, which is the cook fruit, which I promise is not as good as it sounds like. You may think, oh, I can cook anything, right? Kind of. That is the premise, but you may want to hear what I have to say before you think, oh, that's a great choice. The cook fruit uh, is a devil fruit with the ability to basically cut any object and have it turn into a food of your choice. So, like, I don't have a knife with me at the moment, but let's say I did. Let's say I cut the bottom off of this root beer bottle, and it turns into a muffin. Uh, so basically, what would end up happening is the created food would have all of the nutritional value of a muffin, but considering I made it out of a glass bottle containing water, it would taste like water and glass, which is not good. So yeah, it has the taste properties of whatever you make the food out of, but the nutritional value of whatever the food is that you make. And yes, it can work on entire land masses. You just need to be thorough enough in your cutting. Uh, anyway, looks like I got time for one more, and that will be uh the clear fruit, number 103. Uh, the clear fruit has the ability to make yourself clean. Or I should have said the cook fruit stats. Cook fruit got a 2 out of 10 in combat, 8 out of 10 in utility, 9 out of 10 in potential, and a 10 out of 10 in detriments for a 29 out of 40 total score. That's our first 29 out of 40. Clear fruit, simple. Ability to become invisible. You can also turn anything you're wearing or any person you're touching invisible. Basically, it's contact based invisibility, except I don't think it works on like structures or the ground. So, yeah, got a 2 out of 10 in combat, 10 out of 10 in utility, 8 out of 10 in potential, and a 9 out of 10 in detriments. I have 30 seconds left, so with that being said, please go watch my citrine video. It's been a week. That thing has no views. Uh, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my channel so maybe I won't be time restricted anymore. And I will see you guys in the next Warframe video, and if you're interested in the videos I'm making about the 7 Deadly Sins. So yeah, see you